Hey guys, today we're talking about the Pentair IntelliFlows, the 018 and the 028, the differences and the newer pump that just came out. Alright, and we're back. So, we got two pumps here, the IntelliFlows. This guy right here is Pentair's original 011, 018. So this one, I mean, this thing's been around forever. In 2019, early 2019, they got rid of it. They discontinued the Skew. It's no longer a thing. As you can tell, they look a lot the same, but there's a little bit of differences here. So all they did is they call it a running change. So they went from an 011, 018 to an 011, 028. So what they did, for the most part, it's a new drive. So it's got the newer technologies behind it. It's got a lot of different stuff, software and other things like that. But as you can see here, I'll show it around a little bit, but it's got the same keypad on here as it does here. We'll get more in depth to that in a little bit. The pump lids are the same. The baskets are the same. The pump bodies are the same, also called the volute. The motors down here, so these motors, they're the same. The drives are these big tumor looking things that sit on top of the motor. Those are what's different. That's what's new. It's the only thing that has changed. So let's go ahead and dive in on what the 011, 018 was and its flaws and how they made it better with the 028. So the 018, again, a little shorter, has a keypad, serviceable. You cannot rotate this. So pretty much what you see is what you get. So this drive, if you're trying to access your pump here, you gotta walk all the way around and then program it like this. So it's kind of old. Again, first variable speed, that was cool technology back then. They changed it. That's step one of what it used to be. Step two, this is your junction box. So all your wires, so use a conduit connector to come in here. Flex conduit goes in the back of the motor, and then you hook up all your wires in this junction box, okay? The thing that makes every pool guy mad is sometimes electrics run this way, or maybe the electrics run this way, the flex conduit, or maybe it's got to come back this way. A 90 is the best way to use it for a flex conduit connector. However, with this pump, you can't use it because you can't turn it more than once because it's hitting the back of the drive. In order to put this on here, you have to take the fan cover off and then thread on a 90. It's a royal pain in the butt. It sucks. So 90s weren't really a thing. You had to use a flex conduit connector. This cover came in a separate bag in the box, and then you bolt this thing on here, bolt the 4 screws on, and now you're somewhat weatherproofed, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's got a little seal around here, so you can actually seal the pump up. Came with an automation cable, so it can connect to your IntelliTouch, your EasyTouch, even your Zodiac Aqualinks. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it's communication back and forth. That way you can use automation, home automation, to control the variable speed pump. Nutshell, this is your 011, 018. Time for the upgrade, the 011, 028. A lot of the same features, but as you see here, let me turn this around for you. The conduit connector problem. Now, I can easily thread in my 90, which is the best thing ever for an install. So what we're gonna do now, as you can see here, it's got this cover right here. Same thing as the old one. They are identical. So what we want to do, watch this. This is the best part. When you're wiring this thing up, you take these 4 screws off. This is the first and foremost thing you do when you're dealing with the electrical of this pump. Lift it up a little bit. There's a connector here. It just pulls right out. There's no tabs or nothing. It pulls right out. Now your entire display unit will actually just sit down while you can access your wiring. It is awesome, user-friendly, easy to install. So your wires come up in here, through here, hot ground. Again, I can't stress how awesome that is, because dealing with this little box on the side, especially if you have multiple pumps of the old one over here. So if you're like laying behind the motor, trying to connect your wires. Now everything's top fed, so it's like you can just easily work on the wiring. So, putting back on your display cover. So I'm not sure if you noticed here, they have 4 equal screws. This thing is perfect in size all the way around. It's a perfect square. So what you're gonna wanna do, so let's pretend you want your display to face towards the pump. Then you put it on this way. Nope, maybe I want it to face this way. You can put it that way. And vice versa, all the way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it, you know what, I'll put it back this way. I like it sideways like that, easy to access. So again, the little wire harness cable here, it just clips right in. Really, really cool. Easy to use. Clipped in. Has a nice seal. Major difference right there. So now I can access my pump. So say my pump's here, my filter's over there. I can come up and just press number 2 and program the entire thing. I don't always have to be behind the pump programming everything. Just like the old 1.8, we have our automation connection here. So that's where our low voltage cable comes in, right here. So nothing's changed there. They did some internal software changes at the factory. Probably stuff you're not even gonna notice at home, software changes, but they did some firmware upgrades and they just want it to run better for you and to last longer. So they're always updating things at Pentair, which is great. So this is pretty much the big differences here of the 018 and the 028. Not a lot's changed, it just seems to be a lot more user-friendly. So we highly recommend this 028, the 011 028 variable speed pump from Pentair. Yeah, I'm Jacob with ePoolSupply. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Subscribe today if you haven't subscribed. Check out the links below, and we got a lot more content coming your way. Thank you.